G'day, it's Simon at South OC Cars and Coffee. We were just starting to wrap up for the day and a few of our volunteers very excited. You've got to see what's just come in. Scott drove it in. What is it, mate?
It's a 959S 1988.
It is such a special car. It is a holy grail. It is incredible. Check this thing out. The 959 is such an iconic car. I don't think I've ever seen one in the wild before, and they only built a handful of them, didn't they?
Yeah, they built about 200 of them, a little over 200.
And that was to meet the number they needed to go racing in them. And between the years of 86?
86, 87, 88.
Yeah. And the thing about this car that made it so iconic was when Ferrari had come out with the F40, which was really just using a couple of turbos on their V8 to make it fast. Porsche was doing a little different. They were really the first of these supercars, almost hypercars, that were using technology, weren't they?
Yeah, this car's got more technology than you want to use.
Yeah, exactly. And it's what made it iconic and built a huge fan base for it. The back of it too at the time, it still looks 911-ish from the front. You know, you can sort of see the relationship to a 930, for example, but this back was so different from everything else, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a holy grail of Porsches.
It really, really is. So let's talk about how long you've owned the car.
Yeah, I've acquired the car about 5 years ago, and I acquired it in Belgium.
Really?
Yes, and it was through a friend of mine named Mark Way. He owns Porsche Gelderland, and Mark is the very first classic center, true classic center in the world, and he's the one that rebuilt the entire car. Full nut and bolt. It
is so special. In fact, let's have a look, if we may, inside the car, because that's super, super special. Love that sound of those. And look how wide this is through here. You don't get that on
so a great story about this car is they forgot to do the carpet in the car. And so at the very last second, they just picked out the carpet they had for the 200 cars, and it's gray. So every true 959 has gray carpet.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's interesting. Yes. What I love is that steering wheel looks the same as a 930, for example, but that speedo, 340 kilometers an hour. That's insane. I think they did in mile an hour for those people out there, 211 mile an hour or something crazy top speed.
And it goes that fast.
And well in excess 440 horsepower or something like that as well.
The only other option this guy got on the car is the seat. So this is the sports seat. It's a little bit more comfortable to drive.
Yeah, right, okay. And still electric adjustable too, which would have been pretty cool at the time. It's just such a special car. I mean, this thing, you can see why it's sort of cooled concourse condition. And let's have a look at the special section back here under the back, because this is just I love that back end. So here's the magic part. I mean, this is just beautiful. So let's talk about the power plant. Did it share components with the other cars of the era, like the 930 and those sort of things, do you know?
I don't think so. I think this was really built as a true race car. And Porsche really wanted to go into the rally car business. And I think this engine, as well as everything on the car, is very unique.
And it's still air-cooled, which is just amazing to think that they can produce this much power and have it air-cooled as well. And I love the fact that this is actually a champagne color. It's a different color from the rest of the car. Were they all that color, do you know?
Yes, Mark is a fanatic about building cars, and everything is to spec, 100%.
Oh, like every little detail, the bolts, the clamps, like every single thing that I'm looking at down under here, it looks like it could have rolled off the factory 3 weeks ago.
Yes, it's brand new.
And you've got a few other cars you're going to bring and share with us, you were saying as well.
I would love to, yes.
So, I mean, let's look at this thing. It is just absolutely, the lines on this thing are so iconic. They're so beautiful. It's just such a wonderful, wonderful car. In that collector world of this era, this is my favorite era. This, an F40, this is the era when cars were just starting to be a little exciting from a technology perspective, but they were still organic. They were still analog. They still had a lot of cool stuff going on. Just beautiful on every angle. Well, as our very, 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 very worthy car of the week winner, you get this Meguiar's complete kit, which includes the hot shine foam, quick interior detailer, perfect clarity glass cleaner, ultimate wash and wax, hybrid ceramic detailer, and a microfiber towel. You can keep this magnificent 959 in the very special condition it's in Scott, thank you so much for bringing this out and sharing it with our people today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.